Okay, let's proceed now. It seems I'm having problem with sharing my screen, but that will be fixed very soon. Okay, just a minute. Just a minute while I share my screen. Let me get a better angle so everyone can see. Okay. Okay, let's proceed. I'll start sharing my screen now. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen now? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you see my screen? Please, I want to know this before we proceed. If you can see me, you can see my screen, you can hear me, please let me know. Type in the comment section that you can see me, you can hear me, you can see my screen as well. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. And it seems the network is kind of bad. It's just throwing people in and out. But all the same, we proceed. Okay, let's quickly go into the presentation. So today we are looking at become a Canadian permanent resident via the study route. That's what we are going to be looking at today. And we have few house rules. I've said that already. So if you are joining in, please comply with these house rules. Turn off your camera, your microphone, and then feel free to type your questions in the chat box, but that's going to be after the presentation. So quickly, this is what we are going to cover in this session today. We are going to look at the benefits of becoming a Canadian permanent resident, and then we are going to discover why the study route, why should we use the study route to become a Canadian permanent resident, and then the steps in the study route and the document requirements for the study route, as well as an effective system that can help you and how you can get access to that system. And finally, we have a question and answers. So, who am I and why should you listen to me? My name is Victoria David, and I'm a travel consultant in partnership with an immigration expert based in Canada by the name Sheyi Obasi. And together we have helped many families to relocate successfully to Canada without spending a dime on travel agents. And you'll be wondering, how is that possible? Because the norm these days is that if you want to relocate to any country, to any European country, the norm is that you're going to consult a travel agent. That is the norm. But here, we have been able to help families do so without consulting any travel agent, without spending their money. Because I know travel agents are going to charge you and you're going to pay through the nose. Huge amount of money just to relocate. But we have been able to do that. And I'm going to show you how we have been able to do that. We have been able to help families relocate to Canada without spending a dime on travel agents. So I really want to share everything you need to know about the easiest and most accessible way to become a Canadian permanent resident. So that is why we are here. And moving on, these are some of the testimonials we have held. I think these are some of the results we've had so far. If you check on the left-hand side, you see this is a message that came in May 5th, 2022, where one of our clients shared good news that his wife has gotten a visa to study in Canada. Okay, you can check the date. And this in the middle is one of our clients who got a scholarship letter and was just happy because of our efforts. And then last is someone who got admission. All this you are seeing today, and there are many more testimonials of those we have helped to secure admission, get their study visa approved, and the rest. They did all this without spending money on travel agents. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. If you stay to the end of this webinar, we got a wonderful package for you. You're going to find out all the secrets, all the strategies to adopt, so you don't have to be going around the rabbit hole, searching for answers, and no one is forthcoming. You're just going around the circle. So when you stay to the end of this webinar, you are going to discover that secret that is going to pave the way for you to get into Canada as soon as possible. Okay, so why am I doing this? Why? Well, I love to give back to the society, and besides, it will profit me nothing if I decide to keep all of this knowledge to myself. Now, giving back to the society goes beyond finance. It's not just finances. You can share your knowledge, you can share your experience with people, and that is why I am doing this. And my second reason for doing this is it gives me exposure. Like, I get to meet and connect with people just like you. I wouldn't have connected with you ordinarily if not for this. And you are such people today who have made it a point of duty to be here, to get knowledge, to get exposure, to be exposed to the information that is going to help you to achieve your goal. So that is why I am doing this. So there are two things I will need from you. Number one, I need you to focus. So put aside every distraction, because this training has the potential of paving the way for you to achieve your goal of relocating to Canada as soon as possible. And the only way you'll be able to get the best is by paying 100% attention to the training. Then the number two thing I need from you, you should have an implementation mindset. There are many people that go to a training or a webinar like such as this. After hearing and after getting the whole information, they do nothing about it. So I wouldn't want you to be such a person. I know you're not such a person. So I need you to play a part in your own rescue by implementing and taking action on what you're going to learn today. Okay? Sorry. So who is this training for? Who is this training for? So if you're a high school or university graduate, this training is for you. If you are below or you are above 35 years, this training is also for you. Or maybe you want a better life for your family and for yourself, then this training is for you. Or maybe you have been trying to relocate to Canada for years without being successful. This training is for you, because you are going to discover the keys that will make your relocation a successful one. Okay? If you are also in this category, maybe you have had issues searching for Canadian universities, you are looking for scholarship, and it seems the scholarship is very far away from you. Others are getting, but you are not. And maybe you need a search template to help you, then this training is also for you. Or you are also in this category, maybe you need a guide on securing admission, scholarship, and visa to Canada, then this training is for you. And I say welcome for making it a point of duty to be here today. So what are the benefits of becoming a Canadian permanent resident? You know, everybody wants to come into Canada. Everybody wants to become a Canadian permanent resident. What are the benefits? You have travel rights. Yes. As a PR, you are able to visit most countries around the world without a visa, or you can get a visa on arrival. Yes. And you also have financial benefits for your children. Sorry, under 18 years. You can get up to $500 per month. Your children will be receiving these financial benefits. Okay, you have free medications. There are job opportunities, a whole lot of job opportunities in Canada. And right now, there is what we call labor shortages. So Canada is looking for a way to fill up their job vacancies, so you can get a whole lot of them. Then another benefit is low tuition fee for post-secondary schools, you can get low tuition fee. If international students, for instance, are paying 15,000 Canadian dollars, you as a permanent resident who can pay 10,000 or less. So that's one of the benefits. And certainty. Another benefit is certainty. It's very difficult to lose your permanent residency if you get one or when you become one. Very, very rare. Okay, so why the study route? Now there are many. Now there are various immigration routes to Canada. We have the most popular one, which is the express entry. We have the temporary foreign worker immigration. We have the Atlantic immigration route. We have so many of them. Okay, but today, why are we looking at the study routes? Why are we looking at the study routes? Number one reason is because it is the easiest route with the highest admission rate to Canada, starting from undergraduate to PhD. Okay, and most other routes are paused. We know that most other routes, like the caregiver route, is paused. Yes, they just opened the express entry. It's ongoing now, but right now there's a backlog of applications that are yet to be processed. So if you don't want to stay or you don't want to waste your time in the express entry pool, then you can use the study route, because you don't know, it may take years, it may take 2 years, it may take 3 years, and you know, the more you wait, because I know that the express entry favors the younger ones. So the more you wait, you get older, and you lose your chances of getting invitation for PR. So that is why, if you really, really want to come to Canada and become a permanent resident, then consider the study route. If you have been in express entry pool for a long time now and nothing is happening, quickly use the study route. It is the easiest, okay? And I know a lot of people are afraid of the IELTS exams. They do not want to write it. So with the study route, you do not have to worry about IELTS. Like countries like Nigeria, like Ghana, or countries where they speak English, you can easily waive off the IELTS, okay? And another benefit why you should consider, another reason why you should consider the study route is there are no age restriction. No matter your age, you can still use this route. No matter your age, whether you're 49, whether you're 50, as long as you have a reason to study, you can use this route. And another thing, you may be wondering, oh, maybe I'm going to study, I don't need to carry my family along. No, you can come with your family. Your family can join you while using the study route. I hope you can hear me. Okay, another thing is it is a sure route to PR, that's the permanent resident, because you are getting Canada education and work experience. And the combination of these two is going to boost your application for permanent resident while you are in Canada as a student, okay? And lastly, why you should consider the study route, you could do this by yourself without a travel agent. You can do this. So this is why you should consider using the study route, okay? And I know some are concerned about the cost implication. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to handle the cost implication in this webinar, okay? So let's quickly look at the steps in the study route. What are the steps? If you are to use the study route, what are the steps? Number one, sorry, choose a school and a program in a province where you can easily get permanent residence, okay? After you have chosen the school, you apply to a university or a college depending on your CGPA or other requirements, okay? Then you get an offer of admission. Once you have gotten your offer of admission, you quickly apply for a study visa. And the fourth stage, you arrive in Canada, then apply for your study permit. Now, this study permit gives you the opportunity to work and school at the same time in Canada, okay? Now, students are permitted to work 20 hours per week. But currently, because of the labor shortage in Canada, that hour has been extended. So students can now work above 20 hours, okay? Yeah, and then finally you graduate and then apply for PR. Now, the steps are very simple, but at the same time, you need to be very careful if you want to use this study route to become a permanent resident, there are strategies and there are tricks you need to apply if you want to be successful. And I'll be showing you in this webinar today. So now the first one. If you want to choose a school, I want you to take note of these points, very important, because the goal is to become a Canadian permanent resident, not just to come to school to study and then you go back to your home country. No. So this is the number one trick. If you want to remain in Canada after your study, the school you are going to choose should be a DLI, and the school should offer a postgraduate eligible program. Now, what is a DLI? A DLI is simply a designated learning institution. These are institutions, either a college or university, that have been approved by a province to host international students. Okay, that's to let you know that not all universities or colleges in Canada are approved to host international students. Aside from that, that's number one. Also, once you have confirmed it's a DLI, then you need to check if that DLI offers a postgraduate eligible programs. If they do, then fine, you have satisfied this criteria. Then you are on your way to getting permanent residence. Okay, so ensure you put these 2 points into consideration. The school should be a DLI and it should offer a postgraduate eligible program. Okay. And the second factor or criteria is that the school should be in a province where you can easily get permanent resident. I know in the Atlantic region, in the Atlantic region, you can easily get. There are so many of them. We are going to show you how you can do that. Now, another factor you need to consider when choosing a school is the cost of tuition. Very important. I know many are looking for cheap tuition. If you are looking for cheap tuition, then you should look at the Atlantic provinces, yes, in Canada. And these are the New Brunswick, the Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, the Newfoundland, and Labrador. So these are the places you're going to get low tuition fee. Another factor when you're looking for a school is availability of funding or scholarship, and a lot of persons are looking for scholarship. So if you are concerned about the cost implication of coming to Canada to study, then this scholarship is going to stand in. It's going to cover the cost to an extent. Okay, so check if the school offers scholarship or funding. If they do not, you can pass and look for a school that offers funding and scholarship. Okay, then you also need to consider the cost of living. It should be affordable. So choose a city. The school should be in a city or in a province where the cost of living is affordable. You can afford it. Okay, so these are the factors you need to consider when choosing a school. Okay, so let's quickly talk about scholarships and funding, because I made mention of that. Now we have what we call entrance scholarships. Now, entrance scholarships are given mostly by universities and colleges. Now, they are given to students with good grades. Maybe if you graduated with 2.1, maybe from your BSc, you have high CGPA, you'll be given this scholarship. Now, you do not apply separately for this scholarship. Rather, it is given to those students that have good performance, that's high grades, either in your secondary school. Maybe you graduated from high school and your high school result is good, you can be given or you'll be awarded this entrance scholarship. So that is how it works. Then we also have the fully funded scholarship. We have the one that is 100% tuition waiver, and we have the monthly plus the monthly stipend. In this case, you don't have to pay tuition fee, and then you'll be receiving monthly stipend. Every month you'll be receiving an amount of money to take care of your living expenses, your accommodation, your transport, your feeding, and the rest. And this is where most people are looking for. Now, this type of scholarship is highly competitive. So to stand a chance to get this, then you have to be strategic in your application. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can do that. Then we have another kind of scholarship, which is the tuition fee waiver. Here is 100%, but no stipend. Yes, that means you not have to pay for tuition, but you're going to take care of your living expenses, your rent, your feeding, and other expenses. Okay. Now we have the partial tuition fee waiver. It could be 25% or 75%. So if you receive 25%, it therefore means you're going to provide the 75%. Okay. If it is a 75% scholarship, then you have to provide for the 25%. Now, I need to say this. Scholarship, sometimes people find it difficult to find scholarship. Even when they visit some school websites, it is hidden. It is hidden. And it takes someone who have been taught, who have the knowledge to be able to locate it. Like I have someone, a client who reached out to me and was really concerned about getting scholarship. She was confused. And I told her what to do. I showed her, go to the school website. This is where you're going to find it. But people get there and they are lost. But don't worry. Today, I'm going to show you how to do that. So I see many people, depending on the scholarship that is advertised on YouTube, on Google, I see it and I sometimes ask myself, if it is genuine, why are people not getting it? Why are they still looking for scholarship? Don't depend on the scholarship you see advertised on Google. They are hidden scholarship, and that you can only find on the school website. And sometimes it's even hidden. Okay? But we're going to show you how to do that. So that will take us to this note, an important note. Always check the scholarship requirements. For each scholarship advertised on school website, either university or college, there are what? Requirements. So always check the scholarship requirement to see if you qualify before submitting your application. So you hear some persons who say, I applied, no response. Why? Did you meet up with their requirements? Another thing also is to understand their requirements. Some may read, but they will not understand. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. So let's proceed. So once you have gotten your admission, what is the next step? Now, I see a lot of people are so much concerned about getting admission and scholarship more than their study visa. Okay? And now I'm not saying that scholarship or visa is not important. No, this is the first key to getting a visa. Without these two elements, you cannot apply for a visa. But you know that getting a scholarship saves you a lot of cost when applying for a visa, isn't it? Right. But now I want to ask a very important question. What is the use of scholarship if you cannot secure a study visa? It's of no use at all. Yeah, I've seen a situation where someone got fully funded scholarship but was still denied a visa. So don't think or don't feel that getting scholarship will guarantee you a visa. No. There are tricks and strategies you need to adopt. You need to be strategic in your visa application. Yeah. Because the school is different from the visa officer. Visa officer is different. The school or the admission board is different. Okay, so you are applying to the school and they look at your application and they see you qualify and they grant your admission. Yeah, they do not have any direct or correlation with the visa officer. The visa officer is independent from the school. So once you're done with the school, you have gotten admission, proceed to the visa. Now, this is where a lot of people get rejections. Why? I'm going to show you as we proceed. So what is a Canada visa? A visa is simply a stamp on your passport which allows you to enter the country of Canada, and it is a permission for you to travel to the country and be able to stay either temporarily or permanently. So that's what a visa is all about. So let's quickly look at the reasons for visa denial and how to address them. Why are people applying? People are applying, they are getting admission, they are applying, but why the rise in visa denial? Why? So how can you address them? Number one is document verification. So I see a lot of people want to play smart. You don't have to play smart here. You need to be very careful. Whatever document you are submitting should be what? Verifiable. Yes, that is why I see most people consult travel agents, and sometimes because they don't have knowledge of the process, an agent is going to use a fraudulent document, and that's the end of your relocation plan. So ensure that the document you are submitting is verified. Now, due to the rate of fraudulent documents submitted, the verification process could be long and tedious. So, as I've said earlier, so try to submit genuine, clear, verifiable document, because the IRCC will confirm your bank statements and other documents. They don't joke with these things. So if they find out that there is a fraudulent activity, or maybe your document is not genuine, you will be denied. So ensure that the document is verifiable. Now, another reason is violation of visa terms. Now, IRCC has noticed that students from certain countries violate the terms of their visa. At least you are coming to Canada to study and you are applying for a study visa. What does it mean? That visa on your stamp means that you have been granted the permission to come into Canada and then study. So they expect you to study. But they find out that when one student gets into Canada, they do not study, don't attend classes. Some will abandon their class and then go to work. Please, if you have this, if you intend to do this, don't do it, because it could result towards visa denial. You may be sent back to your country. So you need to report to school, ensure you go to school, because its records will be taken to know, to ascertain if you are truly studying in Canada. Okay? Now, another issue or another reason for visa denial is proof of fund. Now, proof of fund, you need to show that you have money to take care of yourself, either your tuition fee or your living expenses. If you're coming with your family member, you need to show that you can take care of them. Okay? Yeah. Even if you get scholarship, you still need to show that you have money to take care, because sometimes you may lose your scholarship. So the visa officers are concerned. What happens? What are you going to do if you lose your scholarship? So you need to show that your funds are available and accessible for your studies, especially if you are sponsored by a third party. And now it is very hard to convince the visa officer that your mother's cousin or a retired sister, your mother's cousin, retired, has 10 million naira and has decided to sponsor your education. It's somehow. So it's very difficult. So there are ways to go about it. Even if you are using a third party, you can have 10 million naira in your account and your visa will still be denied. Now, it all borders on how you present your bank statement. Very, very important. Then another reasons for visa denial is failure to provide a strong home tie. Now, this is the trick. Canada needs you. Canada really, really needs you. At the same time, you need to convince the visa officer that you are going to go back to your home country after your study. But the goal is to do what? Is to become a permanent resident, or to transit from being a student to a Canadian permanent resident. That is the goal. But when you are applying for your visa, you got to convince the visa officer that you are going to go home. So what is going to compel them
Hello, everyone. Doing everything to reconnect, just wait in a jiffy. There is a disruption in the network.
Hello. Um, can you hear me now? Sorry for that. Can you hear me now? Can you see me? What about seeing me? Can you see me? Whoa. Can you see me? Can you see me? If you can see me, please let me know. Whoa, you can't see me. Wow, 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 wow. What's going on? Wow. Can you see me now? I think I will have to leave and come back in. Let me leave and come back. Can you see me? Sorry for that interruption. Network. Wow. Let me leave and come back again. Oh. Oh, this is bad. Fred, I'll respond to that later. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Oh, gosh. Wow. Oh, you can hear me. It's necessary you need to see me because I'll be sharing my screen. I don't know. But let me see. Let me share my screen. If you can see my screen, then we proceed. Are you seeing my screen now? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? I want to be sure. What about my screen? Can you see my screen? Because I started sharing my screen. Oh, you can see my screen. Okay. But it's necessary you see me. It's necessary you see me. We'll keep trying. My video is on. I don't know why. Okay. I think my network is bad. It's still booting. So let's proceed. If you can see my screen, then that's fine. We can proceed. I apologize for that network break in transmission. So let's proceed. Can you see my screen now? Yeah, if you can see my screen, please, 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 if you can see my screen, I want to be sure so that we can proceed. Yes, okay, let's proceed. Thank you so much. So we stopped at reasons for visa denial and how to address them. And we stopped at provide a strong home tie. Now, sorry. Now, home tie has to do with, it ranges from economic, family, and other ties. And it doesn't matter whether you are single or you are married, you have to provide a strong home tie. This is what will compel you to return after your study. Now, your visa may be denied on the grounds that you will not return back to your home country after your study. So at this point in time, you need to convince the visa officer that you will return back to your home country after you study. But take note that the goal is to do what? Is to become a Canadian permanent resident after you graduate. Okay? So another reason why your visa may be denied is because you have a vague study plan or a progression. Now, what do I mean? Now, this usually leads to purpose of visit refusal reasons. Yes. Maybe your reason for coming to Canada to study is, sorry, is not convincing enough. It can lead to what? Visa denial. So you need a clear, concise plan that shows why you want to study in Canada and that this study will be valuable to you. Let me give an instance. For instance, you studied business administration and all of a sudden you decided to, you just woke up one morning and you want to study nursing. You can see it doesn't correlate. There is no relationship between business administration and nursing. So you need to, except maybe, because I don't know, except maybe after you graduated, after reading business administration, you decide to go for a training, or maybe your mother or your auntie is a nurse and you ended up helping her in the hospital or her pharmacy, and by staying with her for 1 or 2 years, you've been able to get little experience and you feel you want to study nursing. And maybe you have to provide an evidence that you have work experience, either a certification that you did nursing. So that is how it is. So based on this, your visa may be denied. So there should be a progression. If you did business administration, then you should continue. You can go for a financial management study or human resources management. You understand? So there should be a progression, something that relates or that aligns with your previous study or work experience. Maybe you did business administration and you have experience working in an accounting firm. You decide to go read an accounting course, and you have experience in it. Fine, and you can show. You need to convince the visa officer that you have experience in this. Then your visa can be now approved. Okay, so you need to take note of this. These are the reasons, and this is how you should address them. Remember, the goal is to become a Canadian permanent resident after your study. So even if you do not, maybe you have set your mind on studying nursing, you don't want to do anything with business administration again, you want to do nursing, please choose business admin. Show the visa officer that you want to study business admin. Then once you get into Canada, you get your permanent resident, you are free, you are a free man. You can decide to do nursing. Do you understand? So this is the trick. This is the strategy. I get a lot of people that say, it is nursing I want to do. If it's not nursing, I'm not going anywhere. My dear, your visa will be denied. So if you follow this advice, you follow this way, then you are sure. Now, I get a lot of people that say, I don't want to study at all. I don't want to study, my dear. Even if it is 1 year, please, 1 year. Remember, the goal is to become a Canadian permanent. You don't want to waste your time in the express entry or the work route, because the express entry is simply the work route. Yes, It's simply the work right, because you are coming in as a skilled worker. You don't have the strength to study, my dear, even if it is 1 year program. Because once you study for 8 months and above, if you study for 8 months, if your program lasts for 8 months, you are eligible for a postgraduate work permit for 1 year. So during that time you are working for 1 year, you can then apply for your permanent residence. So this is how it goes. This is how it goes. So if you're also considering the cost implication, you can go for scholarship. If you do not get scholarship, you can go for study loans. I'm going to talk about the study loans as we proceed further. Okay, now let's quickly look at the documents requirement for school admission and scholarship. You will need your transcripts. You will need your proof of English test. You also need your certificate or statement of results, your academic CV as well, your statement of purpose. And then you need 2 to 3 recommendation letters as well as your international passport. Now you see these documents I have listed here. The most important ones are the academic CV and the statement of purpose. These are the most important documents. If you want to stand a chance of getting school admission and scholarship, your statement of purpose and your academic CV should be addressed well, should be written well. It should be written well. Now, for an undergraduate, maybe you're coming for an undergraduate program, you also need the statement of purpose. Then you also need you need letters of recommendation, either from your secondary school teacher or your principal. Yes, okay, that's for undergraduates. You need this, your statement of purpose and recommendation letter. But for postgraduates, you need academic CV, statement of purpose, also your recommendation letter too. Yes, but the most important I've said is academic CV and statement of purpose. Okay. So, statement of purpose is a personal statement detailing your personality, your aspiration, your determination, and your enthusiasm towards your application. So, if not done right, it's going to reduce your chances of getting admission. So, you need to, and this is where a lot of people get stuck with writing statements of purpose. But don't worry, I'm going to be shown how to address this as well. So, these are the document requirements you have. So if you're going to use the study route, ensure you have these documents ready. Okay, so moving on, then for the visa documents, you need the admission letter. Once you have been granted admission, you need to show the visa officer that you've gotten admission, because it's going to be verified. Okay, you also need the English test, if needed, English test. Like I said earlier, if you're from Nigeria, from Ghana, or maybe you studied in English, you can waive off the IELTS. There's a letter you're going to write asking the school or requesting the school to waive off IELTS, okay? Also, we have statement of purpose for visa. This is different from statement of purpose for school admission and scholarship, okay? Because here, you need to tell the visa officer why you're coming to Canada. Why? Because there is no physical interview. And then this is your one-time interview to explain why you choose Canada, why not your home country, your choice of program, why you didn't study it in your country, but you decide to study in Canada, what you plan to do after studying, okay? Okay, and you also have to link that to your home country, that after I have studied this course or this program, this is what it's going to do in my country. I'll go back to my country and I'm going to help my community. I'm going to use my skills or my knowledge to help my community. And you see that you have to link it to your home country. And then sure, I've said that you're going to return after you. So this is your personal statement of if it's not well convincing enough, your visa may be denied. And this is where a lot of people get issues writing statement on paper. Now, these visa officers have seen a whole lot. So if you go to copy someone else's statement of purpose, then I'm sorry, your visa may be denied. So you need to be unique. It's just like you telling your story. So don't see the personal statement for visa as one big thing. It's not a big deal. You're just telling the visa your story. You can start from your childhood, telling them your story, where you grew up from, what inspired you, what's your vision, what's your goal, what you want to achieve, why you chose Canada. Do you understand? So see it as though you are telling a story. Let's assume you are being called upon on a platform to tell people your story. Just be natural and flow along in telling them your story. And please, when you're putting up all this, ensure you link it to your home country that you're going to return back. Then, your financial statements. Okay? Now, I'm going to quickly point out something about proof of funds here. The bank statement you are going to provide to show that you have money in your account. Please do not put a whole lump sum in your account to present it for visa application. Please don't do that. There should be a progression. You need to show where the money is coming from. Okay, if it is a salary account, you know it's coming from a salary account, and then it should be from 4 to 6 months. They should see the amount in your account 4 to 6 months. It should not be, for instance, you want to apply for a visa in the month. This is October. You want to apply for a visa in November, and then all of a sudden you decide to deposit 10 million naira into that account because you want to apply for it. Because they know there are some travel agents that will give you that money, put that money in your account, but you can't access that money. Really, yes, you cannot access until you get to Canada, and they will have to withdraw the money. And the visa officer have seen this kind of scenario, so they are very meticulous when it comes to, and they are very serious when it comes to this issue. So please, if you are intending to sponsor yourself, or even you have someone to sponsor you, please don't put a whole lump sum into your account. Okay, you can divide it, share it, maybe from 4. It should be from 4 to 6 months. There should be progression. If your sponsor wants to sponsor you, he can start now to start putting money in your account, either in his account or in your account. You should start putting it gradually, but it should come from either his business account into your account. Maybe he can deposit 1 million 1 week. In 2 weeks' time, he deposits another 1. Let it be like that till it grows to 10 million. Please, this is what you should do for your financial statements when you are submitting it. Okay, so let's quickly look at how much do you need to have if you are using the study routes. Okay, how much do you need? You need school application. You need school application. It ranges from 100 Canadian dollars to 150 Canadian dollars. Yeah, it's the same thing everywhere. Just like in your home country or like a country like Nigeria, if you want to apply to a university, the school have what we call application fee. Yes, as you're submitting your application to the school, you will definitely pay the application fee. So same is applicable in Canadian schools, other universities or colleges. So it ranges from 100 Canadian dollars to 150. Some you can get cheaper than this. You can get cheaper one, 45. I know someone who got a school, he paid for the $5 Canadian. So you can get, it's just for you to check. Just for you to check the school, get information. And some schools also waive the application fee. So it depends. Then, how much do you need? You need your tuition fee. Yes, your tuition fee ranges from 11,000 to 30,000, depending on the program, depending on the school. So we don't know. There's no specific amount. Yeah, you can get tuition, like I said, if you are concerned about getting low tuition fee, you should focus on the Atlantic region. You can get tuition fee ranging from 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Okay, so you should also have what we call living expenses. Now, this is what is going to stand in as your proof of fund. For a single applicant, yes, you need to have 10,000 Canadian dollars for your living expenses in a year. Yes, you need to have this money in your account. Then if you're coming to a family member, an extra person, you need to add what? 4,000 Canadian dollars for each maybe additional member. Apart from the student, you need to have this money available in your account. Then you have your visa application. The visa application, this you pay on the IRCC portal. Before you submit your application for visa, you need to pay up this amount. It is 150 Canadian dollars. Then you can do your medicals upfront, or you can do your medical, or if it is requested for, you can do your medicals, because they need to check if you are fit. If you have any terminal disease or whatever, they need to check if you are fit. So you're going to pay for that as well. And I think here in Nigeria, it is 50,000 or less. I don't know the price, but I'm sure the price by now would have increased. So you need to have that money as well. Then for your airfare, depending on the flight, depending on the company, so I don't know, it ranges from 200, 250, 300, that as well. Then you need to have additional money in your pocket. It's called miscellaneous, okay? So this is, now on your screen, what you're seeing is, this is an exchange rate in June, based on June. That is 329 Naira for one card, but I believe now it is 580, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 580. I think someone sent money from Canada some days ago, and it was 580 to Naira. So you can see, you can also do the conversion in your country, from your country currency to that of Canada, to have a total money. Now, please note, if you've gotten scholarship and maybe your scholarship takes care of your tuition and your living expenses, then you don't have to worry about the rest. You have to pay for the school application, the visa, and the rest. But if your scholarship covers just your tuition fee, then you have to provide for the rest. So this is the total money you need to have. Please don't allow this money to scare you. Don't allow it to scare you. You can get scholarship. If you don't qualify, because I know in scholarship there are requirements. If you don't meet up, you can apply for a study loans. There are international organizations that support international students. They give them loans. Some of these loans come low interest rates. Low interest rates. Some of them need co-signer. Some do not require a co-signer. Now, this international financial body that supports international students, they also offer scholarship. They offer scholarship as well. And they can also provide a job for you to ensure that you'll be able to pay up the loan. So Canada is not like your country. There are a lot of opportunities there, a lot of them. It's just for you to get in there and see for yourself, okay? So don't be so concerned about the cost. If you are really set, you want to come into Canada, then don't wait until you have the whole money in your account. Start from somewhere. You can get a scholarship, you can get a study loan. And once you have this, then you do not have a problem. Now, what are the major challenges? We have said it: visa denial and fraudulent agents. These are the two problems that are associated with relocating to Canada or to abroad or to any country. Visa denial, fraudulent travel agents. So what is the solution? So before I proceed, I would like to hear from you. What do you think is the solution to this problem? Yes, what do you think is the solution? I want to hear you. If you can type, you can type. If you can speak, you can speak. What do you think is the solution? And I want to be sure you're also following me. That's the major problem. The major problem is visa denial. The reason your visa is denied is maybe because of the reasons I have mentioned, the reasons you have spoken about, you have discussed. Proof of funds, vague study. I'll attend to questions later. I'll attend to your questions later. So what do you think? I want to hear from you. What do you think is the solution to this visa denial and fraudulent agent, most especially fraudulent agent? How do we overcome such problem? How do we overcome such challenges? How do you overcome such problem? How? What do you think is the solution to fraudulent? Because I know it's hard for you to lose your hard-earned money to a fraudulent agent because you want to relocate. I know of a family, they sold their whole property. They sold everything, their cars, their home. And on getting to the airport, they discovered that the visa was fake. When I heard this story, I was shocked. For 2 days, I was not myself. I started imagining, where are this family going to? Where are they going to start from? Because they sold their home, they sold their cars, sold everything with the hope that they are relocating, only for them to be duped by a fraudulent agent. And these are, anywhere you go, you are going to encounter them. They are everywhere. What do you do? What then do you do? How do you overcome this challenge? Okay, someone said by seeking knowledge and information, and that is why you are here. Seeking information. Okay, so I congratulate you for being here today, and you are getting information. You are getting information. Thank you. So the reason why I want to ask a very important question, I want somebody to answer this question. I want somebody, you are going to unmute yourself and then answer this question. I don't know why my camera is still not showing. I don't know why. Okay. We are back. Can you see me now? Can you see me? Yeah, can you see me? Yeah, thank you so much. You can see me. Yeah, I really want you to see me. So I want to ask this very, very important question. Why would you contact a travel agent to help you process your travel documents? Why would you do that? Why? I always ask this question. Why? Why would you contact a travel agent? Anybody answer the question. Why would you contact a travel agent? You want to go to Canada? Oh, you want to speak? Go ahead and speak. Okay, go ahead. Kofi, you can now speak. Go ahead. Yeah, I unmuted Kofi if you are here. You wanted to speak. Why would you contact?
I'm
yeah,
here.
Kofi.
I will
Okay, go
contact
ahead.
a traveling agent to work on my work visa, probably because of three reasons. One, because I'm not privy to working on visa and those stuff. So due to that and due to my perhaps low IT inclined and low research, I will want the traveling agent to help me because they are traveling agents and perhaps they deal in traveling. So traveling is in relation to work, and definitely I might contact them. One, two, I might also think that if I contact them, they might have a lot of information than I do, so they might even give me certain gist or even give me more information as in make the work easier. Because if I'm to do it myself, I might go through hustle and tussle, and at the end of the day, because of one or two mistakes, I might get the whole thing wrong and I might waste money. So not to waste money, I might think I am contacting them so that if they will charge me, they will charge me and they will use their expertise to work and make my visa easy. And thirdly, I might think that traveling outside my country and going out, not knowing anybody there and going to work there, they being traveling agents, perhaps they have sent people there. They have people with success stories. They have already done it before. So even going there, they can link me to their success network, and that will make my work and my stay easier. So these are the three reasons why personally I will contact a traveling agent to help me.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kofi, for yes. Yeah, who else? I need one more speaker. One more speaker. One more speaker. Why would you contact a travel agent? One more speaker, and we go. One more speaker. Yeah, nobody wants to speak. So we proceed. Now, from what Kofi has said, basically, all of them, it lies in what? Information. Now, if you have a friend, for instance, living in Canada and you are just going, you don't know anybody in Canada. And then someone tell you, oh, I have a brother, I have a sister. When you get into Canada, this is contact, call him, and all that. What has the person given to you? Information. Information. So all that we need in this world, in this life we are living in, everybody needs information. Because without information, you are lost. So the major reason you will contact, or anybody will contact a travel agent is what? Information. And another reason is because such information is what? Is rare. It is scarce. You cannot find such information on Google, on YouTube. You cannot find it. On Facebook, you cannot find it. I will call it highly classified information. It is a highly classified information because it is rare. And you pay for highly classified information. Anything that is scarce, you need to pay to have it. Imagine spending millions just to for an agent to help you process. Imagine, you can't just walk up to a travel agent and say, I want to travel out. The next thing is going to ask you, okay, how much do you have? Do you have money? You should be ready to pay because you are paying for their knowledge, for their expertise. Yes, you should be. So that's the major reason you contact a travel agent. Information. And such information is not free. You have to pay. And it is expensive. It is expensive. They charge so much. So that means if you don't have the money, I don't know. And at times too, you are like, am I sure my money is safe? Will I get the end result? Will I get my desired achieved? Is it a genuine agent? You don't know. You don't know who is who. But today, you are going to find out who is who. I'm going to hand over to you because I'm going to hand over to you something more than what an agent has. The information, the same information, even more than. Because an agent is limited to, okay, they can process your visa for you. But how to get accommodation? Okay, you are coming to Canada to study. Really? Yes. They may not even help you to get a postgraduate work permit because that is the main thing that will allow you to stay back in Canada. Then during the time you're working, you can now apply. An agent is not going to do that for you. Your work with the agent is done once your visa is approved. They're not going to help you look for accommodation or secure a job. You have to sort it out yourself. So we are going an extra mile. So I'm going to show you something, a blueprint that nobody has ever, you have never heard of, or maybe you have heard of it, or I don't know if you have heard of it or you have seen it before. But today you are going to discover it. It is the same information. I really like this. I like this word, information. I'm here today because I have information. You are here today because you are looking for information. The information that is going to pave the way for your Canada relocation to be a successful one. That is why you are here. And that is what you are getting. But at the same time, if you want to go a step further, there's what we call highly classified information that you should be ready to pay. But you are not going to pay so much money getting this information. So before I proceed, I would like to share a story. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, people are learning. So let me go ahead and continue sharing my screen. I think my screen, you can see my screen. So let's proceed. Let's proceed to the presentation. We have really talked about the visa denial, the fraudulent agent, and the major reason why we contact a travel agent. So what then is the solution? We have established that what we need is information. So let me share you a story. Now, everything you have learned today is contained in something I'm going to reveal. I'm going to reveal it at the end of this webinar because what you have learned today is just 10%. 10% of all that you need to know in what I'm about to reveal to you now. So, but before then, let me share a story. Sorry about that. So let me share a story. It's the story of who I call Sheyi Obasi. Like in the beginning, I said I'm a travel consultant in partnership with Sheyi Obasi. So I want to introduce to you who Sheyi Obasi is. Sheyi Obasi is a Nigerian who for some years back decided to leave the country after her undergraduate studies due to its depreciating standard of living. And she's currently a permanent resident in Canada with 2 master's degrees from Brock University, Canada, and the Robert Gordon University, Scotland, UK. Now, Sheyi Obasi is a project management professional who has won several awards, both locally and internationally. And she currently works as a sustainability consultant in Canada and also gives consultations on Canada immigration matters to help people achieve their dream of studying, working, and permanently relocating to Canada. But before Sheyi Obasi got to this point, she has a story. Yeah, she has once encountered the same challenges that everyone face, which is what visa denial and fraudulent agent. She had a visa denied several times. Yeah, she was due by or scammed by a fraudulent agent. Yes, there was a time she opened the express entry profile, thinking she will be invited for, she will get an invitation to apply for permanent residence. But after that, what happened? Her profile expired and all that. She applied several times, both with her family. It got to a point they had issues in her family and all that. But because she was determined, because I said, if you are seeking for a better life for yourself and for your family, then this training is for you. She wanted to raise her family and her children in a country that have a good working system. So she pursued her dream, and she decided, after getting information from a friend back then from Canada, telling her to use the study route. Hey, she said, you have stayed in the express entry pool for a long time. Why not use the study route? Just like some of you here, you have, I don't know if you have opened the express entry profile before, or maybe you have never thought of the study route. Please, after today, begin to think in that line, in that direction, to use the study route. So she got the information from a reliable source, from a friend. I told her, hey, Sheyi, use the study route. She said, okay, that's good. Where do I begin? So she went into research, because she was a bank manager in her bank, one of the top banks here in Nigeria. So she had no time with her busy schedule, but because of her desire to give her family a better life, she took it upon herself to go and do a lot of research. She searched for so many schools in Canada. She was able to find out that for you to become a permanent resident, you must apply to a school that is not just any house school, but a designated learning institution. And the school should offer a postgraduate work permit eligible program, which she did. And then she applied for a visa. She did a whole lot of research, and she used the information she has gathered. It didn't take her 1 year. It didn't take her 2 years, many years, to be able to gather this information for over 3 years, 4 years. So she used the information she has gathered to process all her documents, right from school admission to becoming a permanent resident. And if you check the next slide, you see she was able to get a full funding. That's her picture. She was a student of Brock University. If you go there, you're going to see Sheyi Obasi. She was the ambassador representing Nigeria, yes, back then. So she was able to get a full funding of 27,000 Canadian dollars, which covered her tuition and her living expenses. So this is what she did then. Now, she is a licensed immigration expert. She has heard the cries of people, many people who are wanting to relocate, but they are confused. They don't know how to go about it. They have been duped by fraudulent agents. They don't know what else to do. They want to leave. So she has put together all her years, all her expertise, her years of experience, all this information into what we call the no-hassle Niger to Canada JAPA system. So Seyi Obasi has created this system that shows you step by step how to achieve your dream of relocating to Canada in the most affordable way possible. I said affordable. Affordable. If you are paying an agent, you are going to spend much. But if you do the process by yourself, if you process your document, go through it by yourself, you'll be spending less. So the No Housing Niger to Canada JAPA system is the full package, because what you have learned today is just 10% of what is in the No Housing Niger to Canada JAPA system. So, and I ask you a question. I said, don't consult a travel agent. But if you have the money, go ahead. I don't want to consult a travel agent. Then what do I use? I don't know where to start from. How do I search for schools? I don't understand. And all that. Don't worry. This is the solution, because everything has been documented. Everything has been put in place. It contains a PDF video file showing you step by step how you can do this by yourself. You will not have to spend a dime on travel agents. So you are getting Seyi Obasi experience. You are getting all her experience, all her expertise, all her knowledge in this system. This is what the JAPA system is going to show you. This is the blueprint that same agent, even this is more than the information an agent is going to use to process and still charge you millions of dollars. This is it. Now, the Canada JAPA system, what is it going to do for you? And why should you get this thing? Why should you get the No Housing Niger to Canada JAPA system? Why should you get it? It shows you, it takes you by the hand like this. It's just like you, for instance, contacting a friend in Canada, telling you, oh, I want to come into Canada to study. And he said, okay, this is what you're going to do. Okay, go to this site, go to this website, type this. Okay, have you done that? Okay, use this, if contact this person. Okay, write this document, do it like this. Write this document like this. No, remove that. No, this one is going to, no. Or yeah, put this, put that. That person guides you step by step. I say, okay, I've done putting my document. Oh, let me see. Oh, it's good. Now submit it to the school. You submit to the school gives you what? Admission, you get scholarship, and then you move on to visa. I say, okay, I'm about to apply for visa. How do I go about it? Okay, say, do it this way. Don't do it this way. Or yeah, do it this way. Oh, okay, it's okay. It's okay. Now submit it. Your visa come out and you are happy. You get into Canada. Oh, accommodation. How do I go about? Oh, don't worry. When you get it, just give me a call. Or don't worry, I have someone. Okay, when you get there, look at his contact. So you see, what is this person doing? Taking you by the hand, showing you step by step how to go about your relocation to Canada using the study route. And that is what, just see the Canada JAPA system as a human being. In short, it is Seyi Obasi experience, or her experience, everything she has put them together. So it's Seyi Obasi showing you. So it shows you step by step. Number one, how to apply for admission to the school of your choice in Canada. The exact way agents do for you. The same way an agent will log into the school website and then submit your application on your behalf is the same thing that the Canada JAPA system is going to show you. Yes, the best kind of schools to apply based on your credentials, because not every school will fit into what you want to study. Yes, you need to understand each requirement, okay? How to understand the requirement for each school, because different school, different requirements. You need to know this, because when you know this, your chances of getting admission will increase to what? 98%. The Canada JAPA system will show you how to process your study visa using strategies and little known tips I have shared with you, just little. The ones, if you want to unlock the full strategy, then you should jump at this Canada JAPA system. You should jump at it, okay? It's going to show you strategies and little known tips to get your visa approved for the first time. You do not have to apply twice. You don't have to apply twice when you are using this system. When you follow this system, it's just once. Just once it's going to show you. Okay? Now, the Canada JAPA system also shows you how your family can join you in Canada, especially for those that are coming with their families. So if you are coming with your family, we're going to show you how you can do that, how you can process their visas as well. Because if you are coming from your family, you as a student is going to get a study visa. Your spouse is going to get a spousal open work permit. That's a work visa for your spouse. While your children will get either a visit or a study visa. Okay? Now, the spousal open work permit gives your spouse the opportunity to work full-time in Canada while you, as the applicant, you are going to study. Okay, so your spouse is going to support you as you're studying. Your spouse is working full-time in Canada. So this is what the Canada JAPA system is going to show you step by step. And that is not all. Okay, guess what you'll be getting today in the JAPA system? An easy to use school search tool. Okay, we have put together in the JAPA system an easy to use school search tool. With this tool, you can easily search for school. You don't need to crack your head searching for schools, because that's the first step. Because the first step is search for schools, and you're asking how, where. So with this, you can use this easy to use school search tool in the Canada JAPA system to search for schools. And if you are concerned about what program, I don't know what program, hey, don't worry yourself. The Canada JAPA system is here to show you which program to study, because it contains a database of the school, list of schools. As I've said, list of schools. It lists out the school, their program, their requirements. So you have to check and see, cross-check, cross-balance. When you see that you are fit, you can submit. Also, database of scholarships. I'm going to log into the JAPA and show you these things live. I'm going to show you live. So it has database of scholarships you can apply to support you. So if you are here, you are crying, I've been searching for scholarship, no headway, my dear. There is scholarship. I'm presenting to you scholarships. We have information about scholarships in the Canada JAPA system. And not only do we show you the scholarship, we show you how to apply, what documents you need to submit, okay? Also, we know that not everybody will qualify for scholarship. We have included what? International study loans. I've said that earlier. For those without funding or scholarship and need funds to study in Canada. So this is what you are getting today from the JAPA system. Okay. Then I also mentioned about documents. The documents, what document to submit, how you can craft them. Look at, we have highly selected sample templates. So this means you are not going to write from your head. If you are confused as my SOP for school admission for scholarship, my SOP for visa, oh, where do I start from? You have sample templates. Yes, emails to supervisor. Now, if you are coming for a master's degree program or a PhD, you need to contact your supervisor. Yeah, some schools will require, before you submit an application, you need to secure or get a supervisor who is going to supervise your program. Okay, so there are emails, sample emails you can use to contact a supervisor. So you don't need to write from your head. They are there given to you, just like I'm giving you the same information an agent will use. But this one, it is what is more than what an agent will use and charge you too much money. Okay, we have reference letters. Yes, reference letters as well. All these documents have been provided in the JAPA system, so you can only just copy and model them to prepare all your documents, starting from school to visa, all your documents. This is what you are getting today from this package. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, so let's proceed. I think I was logged out. So these are the bonus packages for those who are jumping at this offer right now. Check out, this is the blueprint. This is the solution to visa denial, solution to fraudulent agents. This is the solution. Don't allow it to pass you by, okay? And then once you jump at this, once you come into the Canada JAPA system today, you are going to get a free one-on-one consultation. Now, if you want to consult Seyi Obasi or me or myself, I'm going to pay huge amount of money for that. But those that will get this package, that will jump into it, I will jump into this system, are going to get free one-on-one consultation with me, with Seyi Obasi, and we have our team. We have our team of professionals for support and guidance. So that means once you get your system, you are not going to be left on your own. As you go step by step, as you implement everything that is in the package, and maybe you get to a point you are confused, you don't know what, just give us a call or just chat us up. We are going to direct you and show you what. So you are not alone. You are going to get all the support and all the guidance. This is the bonus part for those who are going to jump in right now. Now, we also went ahead to show you, I decided to show it here, how to get a job and accommodation in Canada. It's another wonderful bonus. So before you leave for Canada, you can be in your home country and secure what? An accommodation. So immediately you are getting to Canada, you already have a place where you can lay your head. You don't have to sleep on the street. So this is a wonderful bonus. And how to get a job. If you're concerned about how I'm going to get a job, this we have included, is a bonus package. Don't allow this to pass you by. Then finally, the number 4th package, how to legally remain in Canada after. Which agent is going to do that for you? No agent will do that. No agent is going to show you how you can apply for permanent residence. But the Canada JAPA system went ahead to show you step by step. And it's a bonus for those that are going to jump in. How to legally remain in Canada after your studies and then become a Canadian permanent resident. And from there, you become a citizen. Do you know what it means to be a citizen of Canada? Now, how much are you going to pay for all these wonderful benefits? You're not going to pay 1 million naira. I'm not going to charge you 1 million. Seyi Obasi is not going to charge you 1 million naira. All you are getting plus the bonus packages is only for 40,000 naira. Only for 40,000 naira, you are getting this blueprint. More than what an agent, the same is in short, more than the information an agent will use to process your travel documents. It's not going to get you a job. A travel agent is not going to get you a job, accommodation, Canada permanent resident. He's not going to review your documents. You are going to write it by yourself and it's going to be reviewed. So when there are mistakes, we are going to review them and tell you, okay, write it this way. Okay, do it this way. This is what you are going to be getting for only 40,000 naira. The total package of this is 650, but we have seen and we have known people are they don't know where. Some do not even have the money. We have decided to make it very cheap for you. Only 40,000 naira, only, or an equivalent to your home country. If you are from Ghana, you can quickly go to Google and check what's the equivalent of 40,000. If you are from Kenya, just quickly go and check on Google how much it costs. Yes, an equivalent to your country currency. This is it. This is the solution. This is for only 40,000 naira. For only 40,000 naira.
Hello everyone, my name is.
Now you may be wondering if this system have worked for others.
Hello everyone, my name is Oge. I'm a nurse.
This is a video of a lady in Canada right now who is talking about the Canada. I know you may not be able to hear, but I have pinned the video in the group up there of people who have used this Canada JAPA system. Now, if you check on the right, this person got his visa approved just September 29. September 29. Yes, we have those that, the recent one that happened October 6th, of those that got their visa approved just by following every step, implementing all the steps in the Canada JAPA system. This one here say, hello dear, my son got admitted. Thanks so much for the JAPA system. You are simply the best. It's like a dream. And there are so many of them. Okay. Then this is a final word from Seyi Obasi. Can you hear me? I believe you can hear me. Can you hear? Can you hear the video? I played the video. I don't know if you heard the video. You heard the video I was about to play because I feel you may not be able to hear it. Yes, for the video. Okay, let me quickly play it. If you can hear it, if you can hear it, let's hear final word from Seyi Obasi, or from one of Japa's students.
Hello everyone, my name is Oge. I'm a nursing student at Fanshawe College in London, Ontario, Canada. If you want to travel to Canada...
Okay, the network is bad here. If you want to travel to Canada, look no further than Sheyi's Niger to Canada Japa system today. I pinned the video up there, or you can hear
Coming
from
to
Sheyi
Canada to
Obasi.
study is one of the best things that you can do for yourself, especially if you're one of those who have been wondering how you will come to Canada to become a permanent resident. So I know there are a lot of people who don't know where to start with the process. They're confused because of the so many information that is out there, or they are confused because an agent has duped them in the past. Look, coming to Canada to study is not as difficult or overwhelming as it seems.
Okay.
And because I want to show people a simple process for coming to Canada.
I think we'll have to play it again. The network is bad and terrible. So that is final word from Sheyi Obasi. But I pinned this video. If you check one of our pinned messages.
Is the reason why I created the Niger to Canada Japa system. The Niger to Canada Japa system is a simple step-by-step system that shows you
if you want a complete video,
how you too can
here.
come to Canada as an international student. It takes you by the hand and takes you from the very first step of getting admission to the very last step of becoming a permanent resident.
Okay, I think network is very bad.
And the other beautiful thing about the system is that it is so affordable. The Niger to Canada Japa system is at a price that you cannot get anywhere this kind of information at that same price. Okay, I've made it very affordable because I understand that a lot of people are confused and wondering about how they can come to Canada to study. So if it has been your dream to come to Canada to study, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and click the link below this video to grab your own Niger to Canada Japa system today. So what are you waiting for? I am so eager to start with you your Canada journey. So click the link below this video or somewhere around this video. Grab your no hassle Niger to Canada Japa system. Get my contact in the Japa system. Give me a call or give me a chat, and then we can start your Canada journey. Okay? Don't worry. I know it's overwhelming, but I've got you. I'll take you by the hand and you will find yourself in Canada. Take care of yourself now. Bye.
Okay, that's Sheyi Obasi. That's Sheyi Obasi. So, you have heard it. You have heard it all. So at this point, I'm going to take questions. If you have questions, please feel free. Tell us the question. If you want to get the blueprint right now, because this bonus is available only for a limited time. It's not going to be available for a long time. So if you can get this Japa system within 48 hours, within 48 hours, as you get into the Japa system, I forgot to say this, applications are open now. This is October. So if you want to get started or get the best, please, this is the best time to do what? To put in your application right now. Don't waste time. Don't delay. This is the best time. And I've shown you the system that is going to help you achieve it. It's going to help you get that admission, get that scholarship, get that visa you have been looking for. Now, if you do not get it, this is what you are going to miss. You are going to lose getting templates that is going to help you prepare your visa. Or you are going to spend so much money using a travel agent. Because I've shown you, what are you going to do? You can either decide to go alone. Okay, you feel I'm going to depend on Google videos, on Google, on YouTube videos, or I'm going to decide to start searching on my own. Just remember that time and money will be spent going through, searching around. But this is someone that puts all her experience, everything together, and is offering it to you. With this, you are going to skip the bad part and then move into the right part. immediately in an affordable way possible. So don't be there waiting, looking while others are relocating, and you're like jealousing them. Don't be a jealous person. You can use this system today and get what you want. So I'm going to take questions right now. If you have questions, okay. Yeah, can you hear me now? If you can hear me, sorry. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, the network. Okay, it's time to ask your question. But before we ask your question, I want to hear your feedback. How has this session blessed you? How has this session blessed you? Type in the comment section right now. What have you learned today? What did you learn today? What have you learned? How has this session blessed you? If you have stayed from the beginning to the end, up to this point, what new thing did you learn today? And if you have your questions, you can ask. Can you hear me now? Yeah, if you can hear me, it seems I can't hear anybody. Someone is speaking, but I can't hear you. Okay, type in the comment section, how has this session blessed you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead. Is someone speaking?
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, someone wanted to speak. Kafayat, you raised your hand. You wanted to ask a question? Okay, and Yola is asking question. You're raising your hands. Yeah.
Check the comment section. There are lots of questions dropped there to be answered.
Okay. But type in the comment section. I want to be sure you can hear me. Type in the comment section, how has this session blessed you? Oh, network is bad. How has this session blessed you? I want to know. How has this session blessed you? And if you have questions, please ask your question. I know there are a lot of questions in the comment section. Therefore, means I have to start going back. Wow. How has this session blessed you? What new thing have you learned today? Are you going to keep throwing your money away at an agent, or you're going to jump right into this system that is assured, guaranteed of helping you to... Wow, thanks, Kofi. Thanks, Kofi. Kofi said this section he thinks is worth the statement of purpose to the school and that of the visa officer. Yeah, for that of the visa, Kofi, can you hear me? For that of the visa officer, what you need to show is, I said it earlier, you need to show why did you choose Canada? Why did you choose your program? And how is that program going to benefit you? Okay, I'm answering Kofi's questions. Okay, statement of purpose to the school. The network is kind of bad. Thanks, Kofi, for that. Any more questions? I'm sending the link right away. Is it worth it to spend money and invest for Canada and don't rely on scholarship? Is it worth it to spend money and invest for Canada and don't rely on scholarship? Do I understand that question? Is it worth it to spend money and invest and don't rely? The choice is yours. If you want to rely on scholarship, fine. But like I said, I don't know if, like I said, if you meet up with the requirements, scholarship requirement, fine. Okay. And is it worth it to spend money and invest for Canada? Of course, you have to know that you get job opportunities, you get a whole lot. And if you don't get scholarship, you can get a study loan, like I've said earlier on. So, Jones, I don't know if I've answered your questions. I don't know if I've answered your question. Please, if you can hear me, let me know. I hope I'm not speaking to myself. Okay. So for those that are getting the JAPA system, remember it is just 40,000 naira, and the bonus is going to end within 48 hours. So if you not jump it, you may come back and find out that the price is no more 40,000. You'll be paying 100,000 or more. So now that it is available at a cheaper price, jump in right now, because Sheyi Obasi cannot wait to have you in Canada. So now is the time. Now is the time to grab. I will be dropping the link right away. If you want to go check out the JAPA system, jump in right now, because applications are ongoing. Don't remain dreaming, wishing for you to land in Canada. Wishing is not going to get you to Canada, but when you take action, and this is the action you are going to take by getting the JAPA system blueprint. It is a complete package that is going to take you by the hand, show you step by step how to get to Canada. I really want to answer your question because we can have this. This session is not complete without question. Ask your question if you have question. I want to take questions. Don't remain in your confusion. If you have question, please open up and ask your question. I'm available here to answer every of your question. So when you are starting your journey, you are starting with clarity. You are starting with confidence. You are not starting with a shaky mind, with doubt, with fear. You are starting with boldness. So ask your question right now. I am available to take your questions right away. While we get the link for those smart persons. You are a smart person when you get the Japa system. I see you as a smart person. You are not going to spend money throwing it away at travel agents who will later dupe you your hard-earned money. Is it easy to come by? Is that money easy to come by? Don't allow the travel agents to dupe you again. This is the solution you have been looking for. If you do not get it, it passes you by. And Canada, right now, schools in Canada have started receiving applications. Do not apply late. If you apply late, you may not get scholarship. I know you're looking for scholarship. This is the best time. This is the best time to send in your application. So get the Japa system right now to start putting up your application. It's going to give you sample templates of statement of purpose for your admission, for visa, for scholarship, and all that you need. The school, if you're confused with school, the Canada Japa system is there to show you the school. So don't be confused anymore. This is the solution. Do not remain in your confusion again. Don't allow a fraudulent agent to dupe you of your money. This is the solution. This is the solution. This is the solution. Don't look elsewhere. Listen to, in Nigeria, they will say, follow who know road. Follow who know road. And I'm showing you the person that knows road. Sheyi Obasi and her team, you know road. We have put together the package that is going to help you get into Canada as fast as possible. Remember, the goal is to become what? A Canadian permanent resident. Even if you do not want to study. Even if you don't want to study, you have to study because this is the easiest and fastest way to get into Canada right now. Except you want to waste your time in the express entry. Okay? But today we are not talking about the express entry. But we also have a wonderful package for those that want to use the express entry, but there are requirements. So if you meet up with the requirement, fine. But on subsequent time, I'm also going to be talking about the express entry. But today is focused. Okay. Someone is asking, Madam Lillian, do I need to get admission and scholarship before applying? Yes. You need to get admission first before you apply for a visa. Yes, I said that. You need to apply. So, ask your question. I want to hear someone's voice. You can't keep on typing. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your voice. Ask me questions directly before I drop the link. For those that want to get the Japa system, I'm dropping it right now. Yeah, bank statement. Yes, you need to show proof of funds. I said that. You need to show. Even if you are using the express entry, no matter the route you are using, just know that as you are coming to Canada, that is Bridget asking the question. If you are coming to Canada, just know that be ready to spend. Be ready to incur costs. If you are using the express entry, you need to show bank statement. If you are using the study route, you need to show. Even if you are coming to work in Canada, you need to show it too. So the bank statement is necessary. It is your proof of funds. Proof of funds you need to show. So I have dropped the link for those smart people that are getting into the Japa system. Remember, the bonus is just for 48 hours. There is no time. Time is running out. In 48 hours. Sorry, I put 24. Time is running out. The amazing bonuses you are getting is 2 free basic reviews of all your documents to correct any mistake before submitting it for school application, for scholarship and visa application. You have free one-on-one consultation with me, Sheyo Basi. Her contact information is in the JAPA system. Bonus 3, how to get a job and accommodation in Canada. And bonus, how to legally remain in Canada after your studies and becoming. So click the link below. I have sent the link. If you are from Ghana, from Cameroon, from Kenya, or any other country, with the exception of Nigeria, click the first link. Then you select your country currency, then click on order. But if you are from Nigeria, use the second link. Use the second link to get the Canada JAPA system. It is just limited offer. It is limited. It is limited. Okay, so you're not asking questions. I believe all your questions have been answered. This is the opportunity to ask your questions. This is the opportunity. Do not come into my inbox. Well, I will still take your question, but just know that I have, sometimes when I have so many questions, I will not know where to start from. So start now to ask. I want to bring out at least 10 minutes to take your question. Yeah. Yes. I think Ola Olu is saying, my question is on the proof of funds. You said the statement of account should have been at least 4 to 6 months. If I start depositing the money, let's assume I put 1 million this month, 2 weeks later, that's fine. But you need to show where the money is coming from. Is it from your salary account? Yes, you need to show. So it therefore means that I want to ask if I wish to withdraw and deposit it back. What you need to do is just to open a separate bank account for this purpose. Open a separate, that's my advice. Open a separate bank account for this, because this is like a project. Relocating to Canada is just like a project, okay? And in the JAPA system, we are showing you how to present your bank account. Okay, you want to withdraw and deposit it back. Oh, fine. It's your money. It is your bank account. If you want to, no problem. You can do that. I think Olaolu have answered your question. Okay. So how to present your bank statement has been shown you in the JAPA system. The right way to present it. Okay. Even if the money stays 4 to 6 months, there's a way you got to present it so it will not be denied. Okay. Olaolu, I hope I have answered your questions. Okay. If I've answered your question, let me know. Yeah, who have asked question? Is the bank I've answered that question? Let me start from the beginning. Those that have asked questions. Just in the next 10 minutes, then we are out of this place. I know you have gotten value. Yes. This question says, okay, I think I've answered that question. The GRE and GMAT is becoming an obstacle to admission. I have 2 conditional offers, but the GMAT and GRE is affecting me. What do I do? Wow. That's true. There are some schools that require it, and there are some schools that do not. I would say you go for those that do not require it. But at the same time, I don't know why people are afraid of taking these exams. You can take the exam. Well, there are some schools, except it depends on the program. If it is MBA, are you coming for MBA? I think Jones asked this question. If you're coming for MBA, I think it's compulsory to an extent. It depends on the school. Like I said, different school, different requirements. Okay. So if this one is your concern, maybe you can check another school. Or you take the exam. If you're coming from MBA, you have to take it. Okay. The next question. Oh, Fred. I don't know if Fred is still here. Okay, Fred, I will attend to you on WhatsApp. I will attend to you on WhatsApp, Fred. Yeah, I think Mr. Jones is just learning about statement of purpose for visa. That's great. Oh, online you can ask this question. So like, how many people can afford to keep 10 million in an account? Sorry about that. If you get scholarship, fine. See, about how to present the bank statement has been shown to you in the Canada JAPA system. So how you're going to keep it has already been addressed. Okay, but like I will say, you can open a separate bank account for this purpose. That is if you are sponsoring yourself, if you are going to be self-sponsored, or you have a sponsor who is intending, let them open a separate bank account for you and then be depositing the money gradually. Okay, your money is safe. It's in the bank. Is it not in the bank? Where else do you store your money? People have billions of dollars in their account, so don't be scared. Okay, there's no other way, because you're going to present your banks there. I think online you ask these questions. Okay, and then Kafayat, will the 10,000, sorry, is this 10,000 or 10 million? Please, the 10,000 Canadian dollars, it should be in your statement. Yeah, I've said that. Okay. Some of the process and requirements are okay. Yes, but the agent can cause a lifetime ban. That's good. Okay. There's no question here. Oh, yes, you can present a statement of purpose to the school. We have statements of purpose for school admission and scholarship. That is different from a statement of purpose for visa. It's also called letters of explanation. It's called letter. You can also call it letter of explanation for visa. Okay. Someone is asking me, I have to present. Yes. Oh, thank you. That's the understanding I got, how to convince the visa. Okay, I think I've done that. Oh, Juliet is asking, where can you see the Canada Japan system? I think I've dropped the link. Quickly go check. If you're from Kenya, Ghana, use the first link. If you're from Nigeria, you can use the second link to go check it out. Also, that's our sales page. The Canada Japan system is a digital product. You can only get it online, can be accessed online. Because of our time, I'd love to log into the Canada Japan system for you to see the interface of how it looks like. Okay. Do I need to get, okay, I think I've answered that question. Oh, someone is asking, I think, is it Taye? Please, will you help us in writing the academic? No, we are not going to do that, because we have provided samples for you in the Canada Japan system. So with the samples, you are going to craft your own. Then before you submit it, it's going to be reviewed by our team of professionals. You are going to review all your documents. Like I said, your statement of purpose, your academic CV, using the sample templates you are provided in the Canada Japan system. We are after you have written your own, we are going to review it. This bonus is for those that get into the Japan system today for only 40,000 naira. I think we have come to the end of this session. Thank you for staying through to the end. Okay. If you still want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp or my DM. Okay. And do have yourself a lovely, lovely evening. So I'll see you on the other side. So smart persons, remember, don't allow this opportunity to pass you by. The Canada Japan system is available for only 48 hours for those that will jump in right into the system. Okay, I'll see you on the other side. Sheyo Bas is also waiting to have you on our team. So thank you so much for staying to the end.